Hello everyone and welcome to this Skool tutorial for beginners. This is a complete walkthrough. If you're a coach or creator looking for a clean, distraction-free platform to host your community and your courses, Skool is likely the answer you've been searching for. It has rapidly become one of the top platforms because it elegantly merges the engagement of a social forum with the structure of a learning management system. In this video, we're doing a complete walkthrough simulating the process of launching your community. We'll be breaking down 5 core navigational tabs: community, classroom, calendar, members, and leaderboard, and showing you exactly how to set up your membership pricing, upload your first course module, and activate the powerful gamification features that keep your members engaged. By the end of this tutorial, you have all the confidence to launch your own profitable, thriving community on Skool. Also, if you want to try out Skool yourself, you can check out my link down below in the description for a 14-day free trial. 14 days is more than enough time to test out Skool yourself. Now, before we dive into the settings, let's cover the very first steps: the sign-up process. So if you follow the link in the description, it's going to take you right here. You'll need to put in your first name, your last name, then your email and your password, and then you get to click on the sign up button. Now, once you do that, it's going to ask you to select your plan. However, remember, you can try it out for free, so you can click on try for free, and you'll be prompted to put in your group name. So go ahead and choose a name for your community. Great, so now we have our group name and we have winner's mindset, and we will be putting our card details. However, at the bottom, it helps you understand that your first charge will not be on the same day. Your charge will come 14 days, as it's stated right here. It's a 14-day free trial, so you can cancel, or of course you could decide to pay even before the trial ends. This is pretty much up to you. So we're going to click on start free trial. And we're going to need to set up our audience size. It says how many followers do you have on your main social media platform. So that's pretty much up to you. You're going to click on the drop down and choose what's applicable. We're going to say under 10K, click next. And now things are shaping up. Now what we're going to do is to go over to settings. In order to find settings, you can look at the right side panel and then click on settings. And right here, you have a range of different settings you'll need to sort out. Now, by default, it's going to take you to the dashboard. However, we're going to be going over to general, and here you get to put in your icon, your cover photo, your group name is there. If you'd want to change it, you can do that right there. And then you can put in your group description and also have a standout URL, which is a custom URL. Then of course you get to choose if you want it to be private or public. Now, your group description is vital because it explains the value proposition of your community to potential members. So make sure to follow through with this. Now, the next thing you'll need to do is to go over to pricing. If you're creating a community, you'll need to decide your pricing model, whether you want to make it a free community, a subscription-based, freemium, tiers, or one-time. Now, of course, free means free. And this means that anyone can actually join. If you go over to one-time payment, this means that once the payment is made, they'll always have access to your community. Now, if you'd like a recurring payment, you have subscription, freemium, and tiers. For subscription, it says here you get to charge monthly, annually, or both. You get to click on set price and proceed to input the details that applies to you. Then of course you have the freemium option. This means that it will actually be free to join, but you also have the standard and the premium tiers. Then the tiers model has the standard and premium. This does not have any free options, so they'll need to pay from the start. So this is pretty much up to you, and you'll need to choose what applies best to your business model. Once you've done that, you can click on save in order to proceed. Now, once this is done, you'll need to go over to the invite tab. Now, once you click on the invite tab, you can see some information here, such as your option to share the link, or if you'd like to send it directly via email address. However, before we actually invite anyone, we'll need to create membership questions. Now, these are crucial for screening new members, allowing you to ask things like, what's your number one goal, or what's your current income level? This ensures high quality members join and protects the community culture. In order to do this, you can go over to plugins, and here you can see membership questions. Click on it and you can see that it's currently off, but in order to turn it on, you can simply click on add question and then put in your question, which applies according to your community. So you could put in a question and you can have your response type. It could be a text box, multiple choice, or email address. So we're going to go ahead and put in a question. So we could say, what's your current income level? And then instead of having a text box, we could decide to use the multiple choice option, right? And this helps to create a range. So we're going to say option 1 and say we're looking at this from an annual viewpoint. We're going to say 100K to 150K, and then option 2, 151K to 200K. And you get the point. If you'd like to add more options, you're free to do that. Then click add. And you can add as many questions as you might like to. So this is what you might want to do if you're trying to have quality members so they can answer, and this gives you a guide on how to approach your community, thus giving them the best content you have to offer. Now, of course, before we forget, you'll need to turn this on. So after adding questions, you're going to have them right here. You'll need to toggle this on, and this will be active for new members. Now the next phase is building the classroom. We're going to click on the X right here, and then we're going to go over to classroom. And this is where you upload and organize all your lessons. So we're going to click on new course. You're going to click on the course name. A course description will be provided, and then there are some details which we'll be looking into. So first, let's think of a course name. So for the course name, we're going to say financial freedom and focus. And then for the course description, we're going to have this: master your money mindset, build unstoppable financial habits, and cultivate the mental resilience needed to wealth goal. So this is pretty much up to you, and you'll need to put this according to your course within your community. Now you have 5 options. You have the open option where all members can access. Then you have the level unlock where members unlock it at a specific level. You also have the buy now option where members pay a one-time price to unlock this. And then you have the time unlock where members unlock after a certain number of days. And then you have the private where members on a tier or specific members can have access to it. So this is also your choice. Then you have a cover. A cover is important because it helps to visually appeal to your members. If you're trying to sell something, then you need to have something that is appealing, and which is going to put an S at the top right here. Great, so we're going to click on upload in order to add a photo. So after clicking on upload a photo, we've made our choice and we're going to click save. Great, so now that this is done, you can see that it's already toggled on for being published, and we're going to click add. Then from here, you can see financial freedom and focus, and here you're seeing a placeholder new page. So what you need to do is to click on the pencil icon right here. Then you can put in your title. So we're calling this financial first steps. You have the add button right here, and you can add a resource link, a resource file, a transcript, or pin community post. This is up to you. And of course, you have some other options here at the top ribbon, such as your header, your formatting styles, your text formatting, and some other options to add an image or a link, something similar to what we have right here. If you have a YouTube video, you can click on add video, and you can put in your YouTube video, Loom, Vimeo, or Wistia link. And then of course, if you have a local file, you can drag and drop it right here, after which you can click on add. Then of course, you could go over to the 3 dots right here, just beside the title of this course. Click on the 3 dots and you can add a new page or a new folder. And then for each of these pages, you can click on the 3 dots and you can see edit page, revert to draft, change folder, duplicate, or simply delete it. So this is also your decision to make. At this point, we'd like to remind you that if you want to try out Skool yourself, you can check out my link down below in the description for a 14-day free trial, and you'll see that the 14 days is more than enough time to test out ClickUp for yourself. Now, before we proceed to the next phase, you can see a gauge right here, and it's currently at 0%. Now, this is a nice and handy feature as it helps the students to know how they're progressing with the course. So this is a progress bar, and it will be progressing as they are reading through or watching through or following through the course. Now in phase 3, and this is where we'll need to focus on activating engagement. Now this is where Skool truly shines and where you maximize your membership value by focusing on community engagement and gamification. So what we're going to do right here is to navigate back to the community tab. Once you click on it, it's going to take you right here. And this is where you get to write something to keep your community warm and running. However, do take note that you have some other checklists right here. Watch 2 minutes intro video, set cover image, invite 3 people. And of course, this is important. You might want to invite more people actually, so they can come in, engage and interact with what you're doing, right? And then of course you can write your first post, which is the very first thing you have right here. You also have the option to go live if you'd like to do that. And this is how much you can do in your community. Once you write something, you want to treat it like a social media page where you can write something and others will respond with it. Then of course, if you go over to the calendar tab, this is where you can create an event. You could call it coffee hour, Q&A sessions, co-working session, happy hour, or simply create your own event. Now, if you create a Q&A, this works perfectly with the course we're having, which is a growth mindset. So others can come in, ask questions, etc. You can put in the title, you can put in the date. If it's a recurring event, maybe once a month, twice a month, and this is pretty much up to you. Then you have your location. You have your Skool call, you have your Skool webinar, you also have Google Meet, or if you'd like to meet physically in an address. So this is also your choice. And once you do this, you can add it and all those in your community will see the date and they can plan for it. And then we're going to take you to one more thing we absolutely love, leaderboards. Now the leaderboards tab is what makes Skool unique. It fosters engagement through gamification. Now members can earn points by posting, commenting, and getting likes. This definitely boosts the engagement spirit. Now, as they accumulate points, they move up to different levels. You have level 1 for 100% of members will get to this level, and then you have level 2, level 3, up to level 9. Now, as a creator, you can also rename these levels, so it's not just boring. So you can click on the settings gear icon right here, and you can have level 1 to level 9 renamed as much as you want. So once you do that, you can click on save, and this will change everything. So let's try to do that. Great, so we just took out the time to write out different levels, and you can see them right here. We're going to click on save in order to have them show up. Great, now as you can see, we have these levels: the stabilizer, the debt decimator, the security architect, wealth contributor, down to the legacy creator. Now let's assume these are different financial stages of growth, and this is what we want to encourage our community to grow to, right? And this is great because it incentivizes participation and keeps your community active without you having to manually manage rewards. Now, we're not just going to leave the naming to just naming. We're going to have these levels to have certain unlocked content or benefits. And this is great when members reach higher levels, they get to have access to more benefits. For example, you can set level 5 to automatically unlock exclusive bonus from your classroom. The key to success in your first month is 1, to sign up and create your group, 2, complete the back-end settings and monetization, upload your core content into the classroom, and define your leaderboard levels to drive engagement. And don't forget that if you want to try out Skool yourself, you can check out my link down below in the description for a free 14-day trial. Do take note that these 14 days is more than enough time to test out Skool yourself. If you value simplicity, high engagement, and an all-in-one approach, check out the link and start building your Skool today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.